This video today is filled with empowerment. I just want you to have permission. I don't know if you need to get it from me or from someone else, but I want you to have permission to let it go. The things of the world, the schedules of this world, we're in the middle of the holiday season where the rat race is evident. And everyone has tons of Christmas parties, giant holiday celebrations, make cookies for the neighbors, parties at school. There's a million things going on. And guess what? If you miss it this season, life's going to go on. It really is. It's going to be okay to miss it. I want you to give yourself permission to step off the ride. No more roller coaster this year. Focus on healing. Focus on your family. Make life simple. You don't have to go to the neighbor party. Don't feel guilty about it. A lot of them don't even understand that you're sick anyway. And so you feel the need to convince people. You feel the need to engage. Don't do it. Give yourself permission to let it go. Now, if you feel the need for normalcy and you want to get out, then please do so. If it helps you heal by staying plugged in. Some people are like that. But don't overdo it. And please, by all means, don't compete. Don't compete with what's going on around you and get in the middle of the rat race. You know what? Most of it is completely insignificant anyway. Christmas is about Jesus' birth. And it's about spending time with your family and your loved ones. And if you can do that with any energy that you have, that's all that matters. You don't have to have the traditions of normal. Our social traditions are pretty over the top and ridiculous anyway. You just got to focus on you. Let it go. All the gatherings, you don't have to host. You don't have to hostess. Some of the toughest times we're trying to make my kids' birthday parties normal. For them, that's okay. I wanted Christmas to still seem like Christmas. But ask some people to help you get that accomplished and simplify it as much as you possibly can. Your kids are going to survive. They just want you. And the same goes for your friends, your spouse, your family members. They just want you. But if engaging in all of that causes you discourse because they want to try to convince you to go to different doctors, or they want to tell you everything you're doing wrong or how much money you're spending incorrectly, then stay away from it. That kind of toxic environment is not healthy for you at all. But I'm telling you that what everybody else thinks is important right now is not important to you. We all know that. We all know that we live in a completely different plane than the rest of the world right now. And they're talking about what they did for Thanksgiving, and they're figuring out their Christmas break trips. And guess what? You're just trying to keep out of the ER. I know. There were so many times when it would snow and I would think, oh gosh, if we get snowed in, I can't get to the hospital if I need it. What kind of thought is that? Because that is the raw existence of being chronically ill and really sick. I just read a story just today of a friend in the Lyme community that she spent Thanksgiving in the hospital. We're in survival mode. So in survival mode, peel it all away and give yourself permission to let it go. You don't need to make everything fussy. If you don't even want to put up the Christmas tree this year, don't. Put up a 2-foot thing on the counter and throw a wreath on the door, put on some Christmas music and call it good. Whatever you can accomplish and what you can get done, that's plenty. That's plenty. I just want you to understand, especially, and I blogged about this about a week or so ago after the Paris attack. The same goes true for world events. What's going on in the world when something gets bombed, when there's an earthquake, that's the least of your trouble. It's the least of your worries to have any idea what's going on. Because, the world might be on fire tomorrow, but the truth is you just need to get up and breathe. You need to get out of bed. So don't listen to all of that. Seriously, boil it out. Give yourself permission to turn off the radio and the news, put down the newspapers, and focus. Just focus on healing. Don't listen to people telling you about other stuff unless it's distracting to you. If it's distracting to you to hear about other people's troubles or what they did for Thanksgiving, and if it makes you happy, great. But for most of us, it's just troubling because you feel unplugged and you feel disconnected. You know what? That's just natural. We are unplugged from the day-to-day grind and disconnected. And you know what? Maybe we shouldn't ever plug back into all of it because it's not important. We all take our health for granted until it's gone. So just engage with your loved ones first and put your priorities back in line while you're healing. That's the most important thing that you can do, is just boil everything down. It's kind of like triage in an ER itself. Just triage all the things out that are not important at all, that can take care of themselves, and that will, as the world turns, it'll be there next year. Just focus on what you can and ask for help with the rest. I'm giving you permission to let it all go.